will you accept the jury's outcome, their verdict, no matter what it is?
Yes.
And have you ruled out a pardon for your son?
Yes.
Joe Biden has always prided himself on being a man of his word.
Honesty, decency, dignity.
There's nothing he says he values more than integrity. So when he and his team repeatedly told America that he would not pardon his son Hunter for gun and tax crimes,
We've been asked that question multiple times. Our answer stands, which is no.
they had no reason not to believe them. But after spending the Thanksgiving weekend huddled with family in Nantucket, Biden made the momentous decision to break that promise, just days ahead of Hunter's sentencing and in the final weeks of his own presidency. A stunning reversal that will tarnish his legacy further still and makes a mockery of his claim that the justice system must be independent. So why did he do it? In a statement, Biden said, "No reasonable person who looks at the facts of Hunter's cases can reach any other conclusion than Hunter was singled out because he is my son, and that is wrong." Hunter had been subject to unrelenting attacks and selective prosecution. "I believe in the justice system," Biden said, "but raw politics has infected this process and it led to a miscarriage of justice. I hope Americans will understand why a father and a president would come to this decision."
I think when you look back on this, when history looks back on this, you're going to see a legacy of injustice.
But many Americans, including his conservative critics on Fox News today, will no doubt conclude that Biden is a hypocrite and that he always intended to pardon his only living son. A man whose past drug and alcohol addiction is well documented, and earlier this year landed him with 3 federal gun charges after a jury concluded he lied about his drug use when he bought this Colt revolver in 2018. And it was to spare his family more pain that Hunter decided to plead guilty in a second case over tax evasion.
No one is above the law.
Joe Biden had consistently said he would respect the outcome of both cases, but now claims both were politically motivated and Hunter was being held to a higher standard than others.
It's not like he shot somebody, not like he murdered somebody and the gun was used in a homicide. Every prosecutor that's pretty much weighed in on it, that's had these type of cases, has known that this is subject to diversion. This would never go to trial. So he is going to take charge of it and do what he can do, which is pardon his son.
But then why say you're not going to do that? Many people would ask.
Because he was running for president. And let's face it, politicians will say a lot of different things to get elected.
Hunter got thrown out of the military.
Trump certainly used Hunter Biden to score political points in the past, and the president's son has been relentlessly pursued by Republicans in Congress.
Deposition. You're here for a political stunt. This is just a PR stunt to you. This is
Biden's move to protect his son, perhaps hastened by the nomination of this man, Kash Patel, a Trump ultra-loyalist, to be the next head of the FBI, who's made no bones about the retribution to come.
We're going to come after you. Whether it's criminally or civilly, we'll figure that out. But yeah, we're putting you all on notice.
If Patel's appointment was part of Biden's motivation, he wasn't saying so as he landed today in Angola on a planned trip. Trump called the pardon a miscarriage of justice, just as he is preparing to pardon the sentences handed out to protesters that ransacked the Capitol on January the 6th. It's not just Republicans who've condemned the decision. Some Democrats expressed anger at Joe Biden too. The question is whether in the twilight of his presidency, with his legacy already in the balance, Biden even cares.